Recording? Good. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of My Mama's Kitchen. Today we're gonna make masaar. Masaar is a kind of lentils. The reason why we're making masaar is because it's one of my personal favorites and it's also an easy-ish dish to make. So I think it'll be good to start with something like that. So, let's start. What's the first step, Ma?
Put in water.
Start with water. How much water?
Like half
the pot.
Half the pot.
Half the pot. We all know that the way our moms measure is always interesting. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I'm gonna try my best to give you some sort of measurement. So just bear with me. So first, fill up the pot halfway. First thing, you need a pressure cooker. So once you have your pressure cooker, fill it up halfway. Next step is the actual lentils. How much?
2 cups.
2 cups. Also, another thing is we don't use actually measuring cups here, so when she means 2 cups, it's actually 2 cups. These kind of cups. Oh, another thing. Everything that we're making is meant to serve about 6 people. So keep those ratios in mind. So 2 cups of lentils for about 6 people. Then wash your lentils. Next step, throw the lentils in. So fire on high, lentils inside the pot. So you let the lentils boil, and while that's happening, we cut some fresh garlic. So how many pieces of garlic?
Like 8. 8 is enough.
How's it feel, Mom, to have your cooking show?
Good, very good.
8 pieces of fresh garlic. As we were recording, we just realized that in most cooking shows, they usually give you the list of ingredients in the start and like show you everything. We clearly did not do this, but for next time, note for next time, we're gonna have to have all the ingredients ready.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Wash this. Garlic.
Wash the garlic.
And put it inside like that.
All right, so those giant pieces of garlic go straight in. Next.
Ginger, Trevor. 1 teaspoon.
So minced garlic? No, ginger. Minced ginger. How much?
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. Next.
Like.
Onion.
Yeah.
So next is onion, and that much onion. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. It's like 1/8, 1/6 of a large onion.
Yeah. Like
So guys, just that much onion.
just that. There we go.
Okay, first
3 teaspoons
salt. So 3 teaspoons of salt is what we use. If you use less or more, you're gonna have to figure out salt on your own. Or how they say hasbezaiga, which basically means to your taste. So salt to your taste. He's using 3 teaspoons. Next is haldi, aka turmeric.
Half teaspoon.
Half teaspoon. Shout out to all the white people who just discovered turmeric and started drinking turmeric smoothies. Ted, wait. Haldi kitna tha?
Half teaspoon.
Half teaspoon of turmeric. Next.
Next, pepper. I really like spicy, so we'll put 4 spoons.
There you go, guys. I like it spicy. So once again, just like the salt, I like it spicy. So it's 4 teaspoons, not tablespoons. 4 teaspoons of chili powder.
And coriander.
Coriander. What does coriander look like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of coriander.
Use paprika for just color, like water.
So quarter.
Just for color. Paprika.
ये इधर इस्तेमाल होते हैं कि उधर भी इस्तेमाल करते
नहीं
हैं?
करते कौन सा?
कि quarter क्या कहते हैं उधर?
रंग वाली मिर्चें.
I just learned that paprika in Pakistan is just called rang wali mirche, which translates to pepper of color. Now that everything is in the pressure cooker, all you have to do is Now that everything's in there, just close the pressure cooker. So keep the flames on high, and then keep the flame high, and then when you start hearing the then you gotta slow down.
So what? And 20 to 25 minutes.
So we're gonna wait till the pressure builds up, aka the and then when that happens, you gotta like lower the heat about halfway, and then let it sit for like 20 to 25 minutes. So now we wait. Now we wait for the pressure to build up. So now that we have to wait for the pressure to build up, with Masaar you normally have chawal, which is white rice. So, I mean, I think everybody has a basic idea of how to make white rice, but for the purpose of this cooking show, we're gonna show you how to make white rice as well.
We don't eat a lot of rice, so that's why only one rice.
My mom is super healthy, and she said we ain't gonna eat a lot of rice, so she's only gonna make 1 cup. Only 1 cup. And like I said before, when she says cup, it doesn't mean a measuring cup. It means a coffee mug. Just like the lentils, you have to rinse out the rice. Next you fill your pot up with water. How much water?
Half.
Same thing. Half? So there you go. You take your pot and fill it up halfway with water. Now we just wait for it to boil. There it is. That's the sound you need to hear. That means the pressure's built. So you just turn the heat down to about halfway. So since we're waiting for this to be ready in about 25-30 minutes, you gotta put 1 cup of milk to warm. So we're gonna warm up 1 cup of milk because that's gonna go in this once the 25 minutes are up. So, still waiting for that. The water's done boiling, so you just drain the water. Just a little bit of oil goes in the water. That little bit of oil helps the rice not to get like too mushy and sticky. But you still keep it on high heat and you just wait and let it boil. That's my younger brother. Most people never see him. But this is him in the wild. He's a doctor. That's why nobody ever sees him. Alright, so the 25 minutes are up. Now, you shut off the fire, let the pressure out, let the steam out, and pressure's gone. Now it's safe to open. Ta-da! So that's what it should look like after it's done. So then you take the milk that you're warming up and just pour it in. So next step, once that's done, there's one more step to do called the tarka for the dal. Basically what that is you fry a bunch of onions in a decent amount of oil, and then once the onions are kind of brown, you throw that into the dal. So yeah, you need like a quarter of
a different size of onion.
Yeah.
So
a quarter of a big onion. Cut them finely. The more even they are, the better it is, because then they'll cook more evenly. Next, you pour some oil in. How much oil? That much oil. Nah, it's fine. So you put about that much oil, so all the onions are kind of swimming in oil. All right, time to check up on the rice. See? That's the thing that I learned about rice too. Rice, you kind of have to stay on top of and keep checking to see till it gets to the right consistency. Keep checking on the rice. You gotta stay on top of it. Once they're done, take them to the sink and drain it out. And then once you drain the water, just put it back in the pot. Done?
no.
Oh, not done. So after you drain the water out, you put a little bit of oil A little bit of oil, you stir it in a little bit, and then leave it on low heat for about 5 minutes. It's called dum. We were trying to figure out what the translation would that be, but it's called dum. Put your rice on dum. Onions are cooking. So while we're waiting for the onion to cook, you gotta chop up some coriander. How much coriander? This much coriander. So she said if you like coriander, put it in. If you don't like coriander, you don't have to put it in. But I think you should put it in.
Yeah.
It just helps ties everything together. Oh, the onions are ready. So that's what your onions need to look like. And once that's done, all you do is basically... So once that's done, all you do is just dump that in. Oil and all, just dump it in. So now black pepper? How much black pepper?
Half teaspoon.
Half teaspoon of black pepper? I don't know. What is garam masala? Kitna?
Half teaspoon.
And then you need half teaspoon of garam masala. I don't know what that is translated to, but if you're making dal, you already know that you should have garam masala. And lastly, your chopped coriander. Yeah?
Done?
That's it, done? Boom! Masaar done. Rice done too. So just shut off the fire and your rice is done too. So another thing that what we're used to is that my mom always chops up a salad with dinner. Always. So certain things come with certain kinds of salads and sauces. Actually, that's another thing. Certain things come with specific sauces too. We don't need any sauce for masaar. The salad that goes with masaar is actually really simple. It's basically onions and green peppers. But not the green peppers you're thinking. These peppers. You take another quarter of onion and just chop it up really finely. Next, you just take the green peppers, chop them up into little pieces as well. Chop, chop, chop. Make sure you plate it. My mom pulled out a fancy plate for these onions.
Pepper and lemon.
Or lime. Lemon or lime.
Lemon.
That's it. We're done. Now, to my favorite part. It's time to eat. Fresh masaar, my favorite. Hey, if you're watching this, that clearly means that you got all the way to the end of the video. First off, thank you so much for watching. Clearly, this is something that I've never done, and neither has my mom, and we know that there's a lot of things we need to work out. So both of us would really appreciate it if you guys could provide us with your feedback. Anything that you think that could make this better, both of us would love to continue doing this, and we want the viewing experience to get better and better and better. Any feedback that you can give would be greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys really soon. Thank you. Bye.